Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Grand Rising, guys. As usual, we continue to give utmost thanks and praise for just waking up. And if you are not used to giving thanks and praise for waking up, you should start. Never take that precious breath of life for a joke. You are fortunate to wake up, pack your bag, crank your bike, crank your vehicle, take the bus, go to work, go to garden. Give thanks for that. Guys, we're gonna just spend a little few minutes in Guyana as we continue to follow this sad situation following the death of young 11-year-old Adrianna that is touching everyone. Not just in Guyana, but I would say internationally as well. Here we listen to a gentleman who is enraged. He's furious as he speaks to what he believes should have happened, because right now the word is they're going to test the water in her lungs to determine if it's consistent with the water in the pool where she was found. So let's listen to the gentleman. I suspect he might be a local.
So the autopsy shows that the girl drowned. Well, we all know that. Now they're saying they're going to test the water in her stomach to see if it matches the water in the pool. Y'all listen to me very fucking carefully, yeah? These fuck that murdered that girl for some sacrificial reason. They had everything planned. They filled the bathtub with pool water and drowned her in there. They're not stupid. That girl didn't drown in that pool. If the results come back that the water in her stomach was from that pool, those motherfuckers that bathtub with that pool water and drowned her in there. It was all planned. It was all planned. If I was a killer, I would do something like that. I would do something like that. I would plan it like that. So don't fall for this fuck. This autopsy should have done with people from the outside. Why didn't they do that? And finally, this guy Guyanese critic, he know a lot more than he telling us.
So you heard the gentleman. He is suggesting that they should have brought in independent or foreign pathologists to conduct that autopsy due to the sensitivity of the matter. But I didn't just take his views. I went on, I searched for additional comments. And here I came across this little clipping. If you could just listen for a little bit.
A detailed forensic autopsy carried out on the body of 11-year-old Adrianna Young has found that a child died by drowning, family members were told. The autopsy went on for more than 4 hours and was conducted by 3 foreign pathologists with a local medical team and the police observing. On the completion of the autopsy, the family was briefed by the visiting pathologist as the police clashed with protesters on the outside of the Georgetown Hospital.
And as you heard in this other report, after a 4-hour process from an autopsy done by foreign persons who were brought in, it was concluded that it was drowning. The process was done by foreign pathologists under the supervision of local medical team. Of course, the hospital where it's been done, they cannot just abandon the hospital. They has to be there. Also, the police was also present. But are we questioning the integrity of the pathologist who was brought in probably on the request of the local police or the government? Are we suggesting that it should have been done independently? This is a serious matter and I believe warrants thorough Not feral, according to Copel, thorough investigation. Some of the expertise may not lie in Guyana, so we call for Scotland Yard. We call for the FBI to come in and probe. Leave no stone unturned. If all you're not wearing glasses, check Dr. Ricketts, wear glasses. If all you need further eyesight, look, I have a magnifying glass, search, because you have to search and check everything. Check people's body language. Check the shift for that day, who was working, what time you come in, what time you left. Check every area. Do not leave any stone unturned, because it's very hurtful to see the pain that father and the family, the country on a whole, is going through following this gruesome, I would say gruesome, passing of this young 11-year-old who drowned. Question that came to mind is, was she somebody who could have swim? Can the father, was that information that he can confirm? Or she was just somebody who just probably could not swim, and so it's just curiosity, because I mean, to drown a lot of times, if it's not willful, probably you cannot swim and whatnot. So we hope for the very best with regards to that matter for this young lady. It's also said that this is not the first person who have drowned in that same pool. But that pool there, I'm not going there now. No, sorry. I have too much negative with it. But we really hope and pray that justice prevail and it is free from any form of interception, manipulation, and we call for foreign assistance. Guys, as we move along, the statement from the former deputy leader of the United Workers' Party is making the wrongs. One thing that really piques my curiosity is his opening remarks, where he said concerns over the leadership environment are contributing factors to his decision today. Concerns over the leadership environment. Now we'll know what the leadership environment is. You would have the leader, you would have the president, the vice, those in the hierarchy of the party. But I would just want to add that while we need structure in terms of governance, you need a structured government in office, or a structured party to govern the country. Likewise, there must also be some semblance of structure in the opposition, because remember, the opposition is the government in waiting. They are waiting to catch that in the slips, they say. So you have to be structured. So good luck to the UWP as they deal with this situation just less than 6 months after their delegates conference. Right now the deputy has decided no, it's not working out. As I part ways with you today, I just want to remind the driver, I'm going to hide some of the number, but your number ends with 007. It looks like a Swift. You are in violations of the Traffic Act because one of your brake lights are not working, and you need to check that. That is a thing that can happen to any one of us, because we do not have eyes at the back of our head. Some people claim they do, but generally most persons don't. So sir or madam, your vehicle requires a brake light, double contact brake light. You can get that at J.R. Stefan Spare Parts, Auto Trade, Valley, we're gonna telling no Max Royce for Lumban, them kind of thing there. But a lot of them, Macmillan, gas, all other gas stations, go and get a double contact bulb, because this could cause an accident. Just imagine in the night you are driving bobbing speed. You're trying to get your family to the hospital and you're thinking it's a motorcycle in front of you and you're trying to cut across. Boom! It's a car. It's not a motorcycle, it's a car. So we encourage that you periodically check your brake light. So when your wife is coming on board, you know, when you're going to work, you know, most times the ladies, they jump at the front and they that is when they put in their makeup, put on the AC. Before they do that, I say, madam, check at the back for me. I'm going to press brake. Tell me if you've seen both lights coming on. So, sir, I'm just bringing it to your attention. You will recognize your vehicle. I take out the letters, so I don't want to give you no unnecessary exposure. But you should look to correct that situation. All right? One love, Dominica. Blessings every time. Yeah, blessings every time. Yeah. As feeling a little cold, so I put on my jacket. Yeah? Big up all yourself. Peace.